Linguvora. Beginner level. A 1A2 vocabulary. Examples. Part 3. Forming adverbs examples. She speaks slowly during public presentations. He answered politely to the question. They worked carefully on the project. She completed the task successfully yesterday. He drives carelessly in heavy traffic. She smiled happily at her friend. They listened quietly during the lecture. He explained everything clearly to us. She reacted angrily to the news. He finished the exam quickly today. She walked slowly through the park. They spoke honestly about their mistakes. He waited patiently for the bus. She looked carefully at the instructions. They responded politely to customer complaints. He listened attentively during the meeting. She performed beautifully on stage tonight. They moved quietly into the room. He spoke confidently in the interview. She worked diligently all weekend alone. Adverbs of manner examples. She answered the phone politely. He completed the work carefully. They spoke quietly during the exam. She walked slowly across the street. He reacted angrily to the comment. They listened attentively to instructions. She smiled happily at the child. He explained the topic clearly. They worked efficiently as a team. She behaved kindly towards strangers. He answered the question honestly. She drives carefully in bad weather. They waited patiently for the bus. He spoke confidently in the meeting. She finished the task successfully. He moved silently through the room. They performed poorly in the test. She worked diligently all weekend. He replied quickly to the email. She dressed elegantly for the event. Adverbs of place examples. She looked everywhere for her keys. He searched outside for the cat. They waited inside during the rain. She went upstairs after dinner. He left his bag there yesterday. They moved nearby last month. She stayed here all afternoon. He looked away nervously. The children played outside happily. She walked forward confidently. He ran away from danger. They sat near the window. She looked around the room. He climbed downstairs quietly. They stayed abroad for years. She traveled back home late. He moved ahead of others. They walked together everywhere. She looked inside the box. He waited nearby patiently. Adverbs of time examples. She will call you tomorrow. He finished the report yesterday. They are leaving now. She often wakes up early. He arrived late for work. They will meet soon. She studied hard last night. He is busy today. They visited us recently. She already finished her homework today. He will return later. They have lived here before. She rarely eats out nowadays. He usually sleeps early. They are studying currently. She met him recently. He will start the job soon. They traveled together last year. She finished the task earlier. He is working tonight. Prepositions, overview examples. She is in the room. The book is on the table. The cat is under the chair. We arrived at 8 o'clock. I was born in 2005. She will come on Monday. He is sitting next to me. The bank is between the school and the hospital. She is standing in front of the house. The dog ran into the garden. He walked out of the room. She came from Chicago. We are going to Los Angeles. They walked across the street. This gift is for you. We talked about the exam. She is afraid of dogs. He came with his brother. The picture is above the sofa. The car is behind the building. Prepositions of place examples. The book is on the table. The cat is under the chair. She stood next to me. The keys are in my bag. The car is parked behind the house. He sat between his friends. The picture hangs above the sofa. The school is near the park. She waited in front of the door. The dog sleeps outside the house. The shoes are under the bed. He lives across from the hospital. The ball rolled into the room. She placed the vase on shelf. The shop is next to bank. He stood by the window. The kids hid behind the tree. The restaurant is far from here. She sat at the desk. The painting is on the wall. Prepositions of time examples. I wake up at 7 daily. She was born in 2001. We meet on Mondays after work. He sleeps at night peacefully. Classes start in the morning. I finished the project in 2 days. They arrived at noon exactly. She travels abroad in summer. The store closes at midnight. We had a meeting on Friday. He studied English for 3 years. She stayed silent during the movie. I will call you after dinner. He left home before sunrise. We waited until the rain stopped. She felt tired during the exam. I worked hard throughout the night. He lived abroad from 2015. The baby sleeps at noon. We rested between meetings briefly. Prepositions of direction or motion examples. He walked toward the bus stop. The child ran into the garden. She stepped out of the room. The bird flew across the sky. He climbed up the mountain slowly. The ball rolled down the stairs. She moved away from the fire. The dog jumped onto the couch. He walked along the beach. She ran towards the sound. The train went through the tunnel. He walked past the library. The cat jumped off the table. She went back to school early. The man walked into the shop. He moved from chair to chair. The plane flew over the city. She ran out of the house. The boy walked around the park. He jumped across the puddle. Conjunctions, overview examples. I wanted coffee but chose tea. She studied hard and passed easily. He stayed home because it rained. We can walk or take bus. She smiled although she felt tired. Call me when you arrive home. He left early so he arrived first. I waited while she was shopping. Stay here until I return. She was happy because she succeeded. He tried again after he failed. I listened while cooking dinner. We stayed inside since it snowed. Finish homework before you go out. She spoke softly so that baby slept. I like coffee and tea. He didn't call because he forgot. We waited longer but nothing happened. She stayed calm although angry. I will leave if it gets late. Coordinating conjunctions examples. I stayed home for I felt sick. She cooked dinner and cleaned kitchen. He didn't call nor send messages. I wanted to go but stayed home. We can walk or take taxi. He is tired yet still works. It was raining so we waited. She smiled and waved goodbye. He didn't eat nor drink anything. I like coffee but prefer tea. You can stay or leave early. He studied hard so he passed. She was angry yet remained calm. I called her for I needed help. He opened door and walked out. She didn't cry nor complain loudly. I wanted dessert but felt full. You must hurry or miss bus. He was late so he ran. She tried again yet failed.